Here we are. It's a bit shitty. Oh, I say a bit shitty. Right, there's a bit of litter on the floor, but it's a pretty nice area. Just took this for a smash around the woods, and we're going to go through what it is. Right, so I originally started with a 26-inch Muddy Fox storm frame. In my opinion, it's probably one of the most solidest. I understand it's not a £2,000 mountain bike, and it's not an alley frame, and they're a bit heavier, but these frames are absolutely fucking solid. You ain't beating these frames when it comes to strength. They're just solid type of things. And when I was looking for the frame, I didn't care if it was as light as a normal bike, and I wanted something that I could put anything on, and I wanted something that was solid and cheap, so it's perfect. So you get one of these frames, you chuck a big coil in there, put a sealed headset on it so you can have any forks you want, and you're golden with these frames, really. Another good thing about these frames, they come with the disc brake mounts as well. A lot of these frames only come with the V-brakes, but this one comes with a disc brake mount already on it, which is fucking hella sick. Another good thing about using one of these frames, these cheaper bike frames, is they all come with 7-speed back wheels. And all of these e-bike, like a couple 1,000-watt kits, they all come with 7-speed back wheels. I was just double checking that then, yeah. That's lucky. So the only thing left to swap out on this really is the derailleur. I'm just going with a simple tensioner, because I'm just going to have it fixed on that bottom gear there. And I'm going to replace these crank arms with a pair, and just a single sprocket. Should have lighten up a bit more. But apart from that, everything else on the bike has been upgraded. Everything has been upgraded, as you can see. We'll go through them then. The old back wheel didn't have a motor, so I had to swap that bad boy out with this 1,500 watt, 1,800 watt massive hubkit. Right, the original shock was awful. I won't lie to you, it was awful. I bought another one off eBay, 50 quid, little recoil one. That was pretty shit as well. So I went full on and just put the full shebang on it. Chuck a D&M burner on it, 190. And yeah, the suspension's amazing. You think this little bar here was in front of the seat tube with the original shock, and then it got into line with the seat tube when I put the other shock on, and then with this one, it's like that. It was lovely though. Well, I went for a Kona seat clamp and a nuke-proof seat and an old seat post that I got, purely because this is a alley seat post and a light seat clamp. I just needed it light as possible. So I thought, boom, I already got good suspension, so I ain't got to worry about comfort too much. So I got the old nuke-proof seat on there. White controller, everyone's asking me. I put it in this just so it's easier to see, and because it looks cool. But that right there is the maximum current, 35 to 1, speed set 1 to 4.2, brake input low level, 1,500 watt. And does it say 1,500? Doesn't there, does it? Does it? It fucking doesn't say 1,500 watts. What's going on there? Where does it say that then? Is it on the other side? Well, it's got that little bar anyway, and if you scan that bar, you'll be able to see. But this is 1,500 to 1,800 watt. It's like the Mini Sabaton. Well, Mini, quite big in it. It's a nice arm wave controller. It's dead silent. Got a few wires in there. Got to tidy them up. Right. LCD. M866S. It's pretty cheap. It's just a cheap version of the SW900. So it's got voltage, current, RPM, time. I like that. It's got live watt feed, so you can see how many watts you're drawing. It's pretty sick as you're riding along. Obviously you got eco, torque, power, boost. So I always put a pair of these handlebars on. I'm just a fan of them. I think they're alright, and the grips. Just normal mountain bike grips and a pair of wake handlebars. Probably 20 quid for both of them, and you can't go wrong. You get a lot better feel for the bike. I always put a short stem on. This is a giant stem I got here, but I always put a short stem on the bike as well, because I'm short and I like holding it in. It's carbon front wheel. What can we say about it apart from it's very, very light, and it worries me how light it is, but it looks pretty cool and it seems to be solid. I go with these tyres normally, the DTHs, the Maxis. I think they're sick. It's a nice front wheel, that is. And obviously we've got the double barrel, the downhill forks. I think they're 180mm travel. Lovely pair of forks. In total, with the wheels and the suspension and the brakes, it's a lovely bike to ride, to roll on, to like go over off-road stuff. But the electric just tops it off and makes it a bit more like a scrambler. So fun. Well, that is my bike, guys. So this was the cheapest full suspension upgraded to electric. And if I'm honest, I've probably spent less money than a lot of people. And I reckon I'm happier. And I reckon my bike's nicer. And I reckon it rides better. And I reckon it's faster. And I reckon it's got gold bits on it, which makes it better. And blue cable ties, meaning it's worth thousands more than a bike with black cable ties. So it's got blue cable ties on it. If that had black cable ties on it, this bike would be worth about 200 quid. Because it's got them blue cable ties, this is worth over £2,000. On that bombshell, it's time to end.